In this video, I will be going to explain output parsers. We provide input to LLM and LLM returns output. How to manage the inputs we have seen through prompt template and chat prompt template. Now, I will tell you how to manage the output. So, to manage the output, you have to use output parsers. You see, this is the format of the output. So you will have the contents here. Actually, this is the main result which is in the content, and after that we have lot of extra information like additional keyword arguments, response metadata, token details, and so on. So the output of the LLM is textual and not structured in a format which we want, and that format is not suitable for databases and API because we want suppose JSON format, and that kind of JSON format is suitable for databases or API, but that kind of format which we are getting, that is not suitable for databases or API. So what we have to do, we have to convert this output into a format which is suitable for other databases and APIs so that other applications can communicate with this application which we are developing. So that is why output parsers are very important, because we force LLM to convert the output in desired format. So there are many output parsers, but I will explain the most important output parsers, which is string output parser, JSON output parser, and Pydantic output parser. So what string output parser will do, string output parser will force the LLM to give the output in the form of string. So you will be thinking, okay, that we can do without string output parser, because whenever we want the result, we just extract the content part by writing result dot content, and I will be going to get this result easily. So why this string output parser is provided? Actually, string output parser is good for making chains. So here I have written also string output parser is helpful in chaining. And what is this chain, that I will explain you later when I will show the practical. Then there are other output parsers like JSON output parser. In JSON output parser, you are forcing LLM to give the JSON structured output, and in Pydantic output parser, you are forcing LLM to give Pydantic output. So all these things I will be going to explain you practically. Now you see, I will be going to create a new file and I call it as string output parser.py, and you see, I will be going to copy the same code which I use regularly. So I copy these two lines, paste it here, and also I will copy these two lines and paste it here. So this is my chat OpenAI, and I will load the API keys of OpenAI. Now you see, I am creating one prompt template and one output parser. Both are under LangChain underscore core. So I will write from LangChain underscore core dot prompts import prompt template. So this you have already seen, but now this time I am introducing a new class which is present in LangChain underscore core dot output parsers, and the name of the class is StrOutputParser. So this is the new thing which I have introduced this time. So what I will do, first I will create a template. Template will be created using prompt template, and the template will be equal to what is the advantage of, let's say, topic, and I will put comma, and I will be going to add the input variable, and it will be in the form of list, and the topic I will give it here. So my template is ready. So that's fine. But this time I am doing one extra thing here. I am building a parser, and that is the object of string output parser class. So I just put string output parser class. So this is one extra step I am doing. Later on I will tell you how to use it. I'm not using it right now. So what it will do, it will force my output in the form of string. That's it. So if I put my mouse over here, it is saying output parser that parses LLM result into the top likely string. So it will convert it into string. Okay, this is what it does. So this I will use it later. So just I have created the object, that's it. So my template is ready. So what I will do, I will invoke the template. So I will say template dot invoke, and here I will use the dictionary, and the topic will be advantage of regular exercise. This is the topic which I put, and this will generate me a prompt. So these kind of things we have already seen. So if I do print prompt, it will be going to give me a prompt. So let me run this. So what is the advantage of regular exercise? This is a prompt which is created. Then what we do, I will pass this prompt to LLM. So I don't need to show this, and I just comment it out. And now what I will say LLM dot invoke, and I will pass this prompt here, and it will be going to give me result. And then what I will do, I will print this result. So if I run this, so it will give me the advantage of exercises. So it has given the content of regular exercise. So many advantages. Then this extra information I have got. So I can display the result by printing result.content, and it will be going to give me the contents. But this time I will not use result.content. I will be going to use this parser, which will be going to give me the string output. So what I will do, I will just comment this result also, and here I have already created the parser object. So I will say parser dot invoke, again use the invoke function, and you see you pass the result here, and that it will be going to give me the final result. And after that I will be going to print the final result. So if I execute it, so it has given me the advantages of regular exercise. Okay, fine. I told you that parser is helpful in building the chain. So if you observe, first I invoke the template, then I invoke the LLM, and then I invoke the parser. If you notice, everywhere invoke function is there. Now I will shorten this code by writing the chain. So how will I shorten this code by writing the chain? So I will not do all these steps. Like first prompt is created, then I'm passing the prompt to the LLM, and then the result of the LLM I'm putting it in the parser. So all these steps I'm not doing. I am creating a chain here. So I'm writing chain is equal to first template result will be sent to LLM, and the LLM result will be sent to parser. That's it. So you see, I have created a chain. Now I will just do chain dot invoke, and I will be going to pass the topic here. So let's say the topic name is, say, vegetarian diet. So this is the topic which I put, and after that this is the result I got, and I will be going to print the result. So you see how short my code is now. Earlier a long code I had to write, but this time my code has become very small. So I am giving you now the chain explanation. It represents any sequence of steps that takes input, does something, and produces output. So there are sequences of steps. So here you see I have sequences of steps that first template result will be passed to the LLM and then LLM result will be passed to the parser. So there are sequences of steps which is performing some operation and it is producing the output. So when we call chain, that will be input to the first step. So here I call the chain. I did chain.invoke. It's a vegetarian site. So it will be the input to the template because template is the first step and here the topic is replaced with the vegetarian diet. So my template will be ready. Now whatever the result you get from the first step, that will be used by the LLM and then LLM will give the result and that result will be sent to the parser and then parser will extract the string portion of the result and then it will return the output and that output I will capture it in the result and then I just print the result. So hope you understand this concept of chaining. So if we see more steps of it, so when we call the chain, that will be the input to the first step. So that point is clear. I call the chain and it will be the input to the first step, which is my prompt template, which is here. After that, first step output becomes automatically the input to the second step. So this thing I have already explained you that whatever is the output here, that will be the input to the second step and second step output will be the input to the third step and so on. So you don't need to manually work with all the steps. Chain will combine all the steps. So the prompt result you pass it in LLM, LLM result you pass it in the parser. You don't need to do all these stuff. Just build a simple chain and it is useful when you have a huge number of steps to perform. Like there are a lot of steps and in those cases chain is very helpful. Okay, let me run this code to show the output first. So here I got the output of vegetarian diet and these are some of the advantages of vegetarian diet. That's fine. If suppose I remove this parser here and run it again, so along with these results I will get extra keyword arguments and token details as well because I have removed the parser from the chain. So if I run this now, so here you see I got the contents, along with that I got other information as well. So this was a concept of string output parser. In the next video I will be going to explain you JSON output parser.